This is the end result of our latest problem solver investigation. A man face down on the ground, being handcuffed by Detroit police.
Get on your knees first, it works a little easier.
It all started with a tip to the problem solvers about a suspicious U-Haul truck parked outside this used tire shop. Just hours later, this guy was on his way to the slammer, facing serious felony charges.
Boys, we got you on tape, man.
Okay.
It's gonna look good to the judge.
What did we get on tape? You're about to see for yourself, and it's enough to make you sick. That's the guy you just saw in handcuffs and a partner dumping used tires at Eliza Howell Park earlier in the day. At a time when most of us are thinking green, these guys are deliberately trashing our environment to make a few bucks.
Oh, he's pointing over to this van.
This van?
Yeah.
They're obviously hinky about us, but it doesn't stop them from doing the dirty deed. It takes about 10 minutes to unload the entire U-Haul truck.
Okay, they just took off.
They pull away empty, leaving a horrible mess for someone else to clean up, but they're not going to get away with it.
25 to Skyfox.
We're going to call in air support and follow these guys on their next load. Then we'll drop a dime on Detroit police. As you'll see in a minute, the cops' timing is perfect.
Right now, let me give you the big picture and tell you why we should all be up in arms about this. This isn't any isolated incident here. These guys are trashing our city, and it's really hard to catch them.
Just drive around Detroit and you'll see it. Dead-end streets, alleys, and vacant lots are turning into dumping grounds. There are just too many places to dump and not enough cops to stop it. People dump illegally to avoid high landfill costs, and taxpayers usually wind up paying for the cleanup. Tires are a huge part of the problem because it's really expensive to get rid of them legally. And that brings us back to these guys. Let me tell you how I found out about them and busted their chops. I got a tip from a source who saw the U-Haul parked at this tire shop. He thought it looked fishy and said if I put a tail on these guys, we might catch them dumping tires. His instincts were right on. We followed the guys to the park and got it all on tape. Then we went back to the tire store and watched them reload. We put Skyfox up so we could follow them without being seen. To our surprise, they didn't go back to the park. They backed the big U-Haul into this apartment complex and sat there for several hours.
Every good reporter has his stash of police phone numbers. I grabbed my black book and started dialing. I reached a cop with experience in illegal dumping.
He and several other cops moved in just as darkness set in. Their timing was perfect. The guy was throwing tires out the back end of the truck as they walked up.
I didn't dump no tires. Did you see me dumping tires?
Yes, we
You
did.
didn't see me do nothing. You see me closing up that thing. I didn't dump.
You see what he's got? What's that man got on his shoulder?
I don't know what he got. What do
Did
he
a
got on his
camera?
shoulder? You seen me
It's the
dumping?
same camera he filmed you with earlier.
Good.
I was told that they did multiple dumps throughout the city, and we stayed on them, and we were able to bring some closure to this situation. And this won't be the end. We'll have some significant follow-up to see who all is attached to this situation.
Here's a good place to start. The second man involved in the dumping was gone when police moved in. Who is this guy, and where can police find him? Cops also need to check out the tire shop. By law, they're supposed to send scrap tires out with licensed haulers, not in U-Hauls.
He picked up 2 truckloads from here last Friday. We watched him dump them in a park.
No, not here.
Yeah, he did. We got it on tape. We got him loading up here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've got to tell you, this used tire shop looks pretty fishy to me. We watched this place for hours over a period of 2 days, and the funny thing is, we hardly saw anyone coming in to buy used tires.
But we did see lots and lots of people coming in to sell them wheels and catalytic converters for cash. A lot of them rolling up in tow trucks with cars on the back. The guys from the tire shop crawl underneath right on the street and cut off the converters. They obviously don't have the keys to this baby. They put a jacket over the side window and break it out with a sledgehammer so they can get into the trunk. They take the spare and everything else of value. What's up with this place? I'll just ask the owner. I'm sure he can explain everything.
And you don't know the owner's name?
Nope.
How can you work for somebody you don't know their name?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
We just started.
You just started, huh? Got an awful lot of rims back there.
So where do these tow trucks go after they leave this place? A lot of them head to Fritz Enterprises, where the cars are sold for cash, crushed, and shredded for scrap. Come on, does that car look like it's ready for the scrap heap?